from one side to go. I don't think Envy would probably want to deal with the Shiva.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. In the last game, what did we see? We saw the Purifier go. That can be a strong weapon on this game. I don't think either team really is that worried about that. They both are fine using it. We'll have to wait.
Both these teams waiting each other out.
Well, the final two really comes down to the final seconds a lot when they really are having a difficult position. There is the Purifier. So you see that taken out. Then the VMP by Scum.
Interesting, interesting. So VMP going to go. You expect this one to be more about the Kuda now. The Kuda and the VMP, the two most popular SMGs amongst the pro players, and the Shiva makes it in. So you could potentially see somebody like Formal run the Shiva. We've seen it from time and time, and Envy doesn't really have a player who can utilize the Shiva that well. Now you're going to see the specialist trap continuing. You're going to have Heatwave on Karma and TP, Havoc with Kinetic. You're going to see Camo on Crim. Fully expect to see Scum go Kinetic and Formal go Scythe to round out Optic Gaming.
All right, well, let's see the final couple picks coming in here, Matt, before we hop into the Game 1 Breach hardpoint. It's down to Scump and JCap. You see Kinetic Armor coming in and Scythe for Cap. Scump, I think him and Attach, probably the two best Kinetic players in the game. He can be such a difference maker, especially in something like hardpoint. Breaking those hard points, holding the hard points, getting big kills on the rotation. The kid is a god when it comes to using it.
I wonder if we see any Vesper during this.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe potentially.
You could use it like in cages, like in the second hard point. You could use it in the first one, obviously. Just a little bit harder to shoot at range. I wonder if we see the Vesper at all from either of these teams.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think we'll see a lot of the Kuda for sure, but you do see, I think it was Burns we saw really go off at South Carolina on this particular map, this particular hardpoint with the Vesper after the nerf. He dropped 40 plus, so it can be done for sure. But for those of you guys on Twitter, we love to go, hear your guys' comments, hear your feedback. And this one, these two long-standing organizations, who are your favorite players? When you're looking at Envy, when you're looking at Optic, so many big names to choose from. Use the hashtag CWLPS4, tweet at myself, at Matt, also at the COD World League. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts.
This is a tough one for me. I mean, I have a lot of friends on both of these teams throughout the years. Like, obviously,
I went to Karma's for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I went to Karma's wedding.
Oh, yeah, we were both there. Yeah. So definitely close to these guys. I've known Formal since his Halo professional days. And then Envy. I mean, one of the first players to kind of teach me the ropes back in the days with Aches, TP.
I spent a ton of time, obviously, with Teep, Crim, Aches, and Karma. And then, obviously, Clay played for Optic. I spent a ton of time with him. Two guys that very good friends with, though. Rambo Ray, got to give a shout out to Ray.
Oh, I miss Ray.
Ray, I know you're coming to California soon. You better come by and see me. Now, our good buddy Nate.
That's true. Yeah, those two long-time players on these organizations.
I love Big T as well.
Oh God, yeah.
I love Big T
I can watch him stream his videos.
I haven't seen Big T in a while, but
great sense of humor on that guy. But here we go. Players going to be loading into map 1. Breach, Hardpoint,
it's like
Optic,
a club of people
Envy.
who are too old to play anymore.
Woo! Yeah, that's certainly what that is.
Yeah.
You just try to put together just a group of old heads.
Yeah. It's the CWL starts a 30-plus pro division.
Yeah,
they'll be dominating
the Optic retirement home. It's like it's like a side building on their house.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I would live there.
Hey, I would consider it. Hector, don't charge us any rent. Right into the retirement home.
Give me food, a recliner, and a TV. I'll be good to go.
Yeah. So you're gonna see the break here. It's gonna be Kudas out of Havoc and Teep. No Shiva out of any of the guys on Envy. And look at that, you have Slasher on the Vesper, picking up 2 there early. So you are going to see some Vesper during this one. I thought when the Kuda got banned, you're going to see Formal actually with a Shiva as well. But when the Kuda got banned, it kind of opened things up to potentially with a Shiva, because this is one map that you can get away with running the Shiva.
Oh, you certainly can. But I do love that we're seeing the Vesper, here out of Slasher. You know, players dropping her. Now, Crim's the only one with a kill right now for Optic. Formal finally able to answer. He's going to just fly out there, not able to connect. I'm going to go kind of between Havoc and between Slasher right now, as they're both off to early breaks here. In a 4-0 start, can Havoc get the streaks is the question. Cap picks up a couple of kills. Havoc trying to bounce back and forth here with Slasher in the hard point, as he's going to pick up yet another one.
And
Havoc
he's been playing
answers.
So good around the hard point, Havoc. You know, just doing a great job, just baiting out some shots, and Slashers winning those gunfights. And you see Cap, he's going to rotate over towards Cages. So this is one where Envy could potentially control the second hill as well. Fantastic start by Envy. You see Havoc starting out 6-0. Definitely got to be close to those streaks, man.
Yeah, I got to go back to him. It's really him, Cap, Slasher. They've all started out great. Optic Gaming not keeping pace. They don't have a point yet. It's 65-0.
They should be getting a point soon. And they actually kill Havoc before he gets the streak. See Karma picking up 2 or 3 kills inside of the hill.
Now.
And now they're on the board, yeah. Hey, you couldn't ask for a better start for Envy, right?
No, you could not. That's as good as it gets right now. 69-10 the score. Karma coming in. Formal picks up a couple. Karma gets a second as well. And now starting to tally some points. 20 seconds left before we're going to start to rotate out of here to Palace. But they finally are getting on the board, doing a good job. And that's kind of Optic Gaming, right? Slow starts, but now Karma 7 streak. Cerberus in his pocket. He's locked and loaded here, ready to do more damage against Envy.
It's funny because like what we talk about pre-game, it's like, oh, you know, Karma, he's not going to probably finish with the most kills, but comes up with big plays, right? This team's down 69, 70-0. He's 0-5. What goes on a huge 7 streak, able to get full streaks, could potentially make help make a big comeback here for Optic.
All right, we're watching Krim now. He's trying to break inside a Palace. Scump already set up nicely. The battle's going down top middle as they're trying to fly in here. I want to go back to Karma off the rip just to see how he's going to use these streaks. He's got his heat wave to go. Full gold there across the bottom right as he's rotating out the backside. There's his heat wave. He didn't even shoot him.
Anyway,
he was gone, and he picks up, no, not a second, as he's ultimately going to fall. We've been watching kind of the Optic breaks here for a little bit. Let's switch over to Envy and see what they can do as they're trying to fly through. The answer is everyone's dropping on that side of the map. JCap drops as well. A great hold here from Optic as they've turned a 65-0 game into a tie ball game.
And Envy at the beginning was doing a good job, you know, forcing the issue, you know, keeping up that good pace. And I think at this moment in time, like, Optic is kind of warmed up that this is not a pace that Envy wants to play at anymore. They don't want to keep forcing these gun engagements because they're not going to win this game like that.
No. You do not want to play a fast game style, especially on hardpoint with this team. And the nice part here, they've mounted this big comeback, and Karma still has held on to all these streaks. He hasn't really had to use anything except that heat wave. Everything else he's managed to hold on to. He's about to get pushed, though, by everyone in, unfortunately, an awkward moment as he has to reload. And now you're going to have Slasher, JCap in the hard point. Slasher on a 3 streak of his own, Matt, as he's trying to work towards streaks. You can see, I think he's working on yet another lightning.
Yeah, he is. He's going to work on doubling up his lightning, so only 200 away from that. He's going to see, I don't know if he actually saw this one player get towards the back, but has a sneaky suspicion that one player is actually snuck by for Optic Gaming. The hill gonna get contested. Now you're gonna see Slasher fly in. He's not gonna be able to win that gunfight. Karma and Scump doing a great job just assaulting these hills together.
Look at Karma and Scump. They both are fully streaked.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's not good for you at all if you're Envy. And this is, you know, what you love about Black Ops 3, reintroducing streaks that actually have an impact here. And I want to see how these guys opt to use them. Going to be rotating now back towards middle, watching Karma as everyone's trying to get set up for Lab. He wants to go around the outside. I think a Cerberus just got dropped off, so that was probably Scump's. Yeah, so Scump's going to use him and Karma both going to pick up kills. Formal closes it out, and they are set up nicely. The lightning comes in for Slasher. It's able to pick up one, but does nothing for them as far as
nobody from Envy is even close to getting near the hill when he calls it in. He picks up 1 kill, and that player actually for Optic Gaming spawns directly next to the hill. So it really does nothing for Envy there to open things up.
Well, Karma is going to deal with some pressure. He wins a nice gunfight across. He has his heat wave too. That might have been a perfect time to use it, but he was pretty tagged up. I'm going to go back over to Scump. He's got his Hellstorm. He's got his Lightning. He's wrapping around the backside here. Is everyone fighting for Lab? We're going to be rotating to top middle next, and you can see on the minimap here, they've still got this Cerberus. It's around. It's hunting.
And Scump actually, I think, gets taken out while trying to call in that Hellstorm missile. You see Krim, your screen picking up one at the front of the hill. It's going to rotate back towards that middle. You see Formal on top with the sight. It's going to be Optic Gaming up 145, 108 here, going in that second rotation of hills. But this is where Envy got a ton of time on this first hill. So let's see if they're able to get back in here and hold it good.
Yeah, but last time you weren't dealing with streaks with Cerberus. I think both have been used at this point. So that one that rotated the top middle, I believe, was Karma. So they're both going to be off the map. The streaks coming in, though. Crim6 trying to break in. You saw a Camo player run by him there, and they're able to get the break they needed. So Havoc going to be set up in the hard point. They're trailing by a little over 20 points right now. And like you said, they did a really good job on this hard point the first time. Can they do it again? So far, so good for Envy.
Yeah, and I like the idea of using Camo there just to get that second player over towards that middle of the map, because you don't know if Formal's, you know, sitting up top on AC with an AR. It would have been very difficult for that player with an SMG to make it back to this position to kind of help Havoc.
That's
and that is huge right there. He's able to pick it up. You saw Cap in the kill feed as well, picking up 3 earlier, but now it's going to be Scump and Karma just clearing out the other players of Envy. It's going to be Havoc the only one up. He's going to be holding this hard point until the final seconds, and he's scared to move up because he's so close to getting that Hellstorm. Obviously, if he's able to get a Cerberus as well, that would be huge. As Optic Gaming, they use all their streaks. He doesn't get it. Formal picks him up. Crim picks him up over the side door.
That's why I was staying with him, just because he was getting so close to those streaks. You saw Scump dropping. His kinetic was basically about to fall here. I think there's a player calling it an HC. I don't know what it was, but Crim finding a couple players with their pants down, able to pick up 2. They've still got control. He finds one more in Hut. That's 3. Oh, God! He just turned.
No!
And TP, I know you guys
were so ill.
You were teammates once, but he just ended your soul.
You don't do that to a friend.
Yeah,
friends don't do that to friends.
Oh, God, that was so filthy. Just snaps on his head there. Dirty plays from Crim. They've got a 40-point advantage here, and Karma locking down the hard point. Optic Gaming starting slow, but closing strong right now.
That TP's actually had a great game, though, for Envy. Not a lot of hill time, which is quite odd. You usually see Teep with the most hill time for the team, but 21, 23. It's a pretty good game at Teep. You would take that. Obviously, he's going to be somebody who's more OBJ-minded, not going to put up a ton of kills, though yesterday he did as well. You see Karma coming over towards Palace, and the Kuda's so good at
that kind of medium, it's
that
perfect.
Medium to longer range, it's good, but I feel like it's underrated close range as well. It can definitely win fights against the VMP. Obviously, you want a VMP close range.
It just doesn't win the hip fire battle, which is the big thing. But it still can be very effective. Now let's go to Envy. TP in the hard point.
Envy's still in this game, by the way.
He's going to find one, has a 3 streak. Yeah, this game is by no means over. They can certainly come back in this, and they're doing a great job holding Palace. He backs them up with the Simtex, re-peaks, and there's JCap there to follow up. He's going to pick up one. He knows there's a second due to the call-out. The timing there could not have been worse, but he is able to pick up a Kuda in the transition. They're going to allow the scrap time here. They all just left, and they're going to give Karma. I thought they were going to give Karma 13 points. It's like, come on, guys. Someone's got to try and get this.
And Envy goes back, but they were actually trying to just go on the rotation for these next spawns. See Formal, he's set up behind this AC unit.
Scump just
picks
saved
up
his
one.
life.
Yeah, pretty much saves his life, but he's going to get naded out by Teep. So now it's going to be Envy. Steve picks up 2. Should be able to control these spawns. The Optic spawning far away in Palace. Crim's in the hill. Has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they aren't leading by much. Marginal at best right now, but that's Crim going big again. He runs out of bullets, and they're able to get the break. That's behind Havoc. Picking up 3, picking up 4. I think it's TP
actually
getting it.
Comes in, saves the day right there.
And they are looking for yet another lead change. Envy trying to hold on. The pressure going to be coming from the backside. The spawn is in. You're seeing Havoc turn focus. He's got to win some big ones here. You see VX-Ray. They're all flying in. He's got TP and Slasher to help. He's pre-firing the corner. The pre-fire is just a little too early. TP comes in trying to hold on, and now they've got a break. Scump doing a great job. He's got 3 to himself. He's getting closer and closer to kinetic armor as well. In the final 10 points here, going to go to Optic. They'll have a small lead as we are going to rotate here again. Wow, what a wild game here between these two teams.
Yeah, and I'm going to cycle through. So we have nobody with streaks in the entire game, and then on the side of Envy, you have no abilities up. The side of Optic, you have none either. So both teams spent in all the abilities and score streak categories.
Envy can win it right here. Slasher got 2 big ones.
That's a huge kill right there, though. Formal picks up a 2-piece in the back. Should be able to hold this off for Optic Gaming, though. But Havoc and TP going big inside of the hill. TP with another one. TP having a massive game 1 here, man.
They've got to break. They got to break now. 5 points left. They have to get in. They just have to contest. Nobody's challenging. Finally, Crim gets in. He breaks. He pops camo. He turns. Tries to get a 30. Has to reload. Can he win it? He finally going to close it out. They need 10 points. That was the break they need. Crim going massive here. Can they win the game? They only need 5 more points. Now comes Envy trying to get in. Formal's got one. Can they get the break? They're going to hold it down. They get both. And Optic Gaming's going to win it.
Huge plays by Crim there at the end. It was Havoc and Teep inside the hill for Envy doing all they could, but the players in Optic just started to flood it. Formal winning those 2 gunfights in the back was the biggest part of the game.
I thought when Slasher got the 2 in the back, that might close it out, but Formal answers right back from kind of the same position.
I don't know who you were on board with because things just started to get crazy, but I believe it was Slasher over by Cages when he challenges Formal, and Formal wins the first one against Cat. If Slasher wins that gunfight, that game's over. The game ends right there.
Yeah, and he got the 2 before that too. Yeah. So he would have had that would have been a 3-piece, maybe closed down the game.
100% would have closed the game.
You only had really 1 break opportunity. I mean, at that point, they had 2:47. It was 1 break. I thought they were going to get into a contested time.
At that point, Crim gets into the hill. When Slasher drops, and then you have Formal, the players in the hill have to go and kill Formal in the back, which they do. They get back inside. I think it's like Teep picks up a 2-piece, but Crim comes in, cleans them up. If Slasher's alive, he comes straight through that side door. He picks up one of those kills. It's over. So then none of the guys in the hill have to go outside to challenge, so you have the two players looking towards the front. That's a game that Envy wins. Slasher picks up that kill. You can't really hate on him because it's a tough
funny.
one as well.
We talked so much about Scump and Karma early because they were fully streaked out. They had such an impact. But Krim is the guy that goes big at the end that matters. And that four-piece, that streak he got where he turned on TP, he owes, that's an apology letter. Like, you have to write out a hand, not an email, not a text. That's a handwritten letter saying, buddy, I'm sorry.
Teep has a monster game. Teep has a monster game. He goes +3, a minute and 6 in the hill, 7 defense, and I tell you what, you know, Havoc, he only goes +2, a minute 43 in the hill, but I think it just helps Teep's game so much to have an aggressive SMG player because he's not the one just like that has to force the issue. Like Teep's never done that in his career, right? Teep's been a guy who plays in the hill, gets those big kills when it matters. And like to ask him to play at that fast pace and be that intro killer isn't what Teep's supposed to do, and it's not probably what Slasher wants to do either.
And that's the thing. This team, you know, at one point
it makes
you mentioned
like more sense. I feel like,
you know, at one point you mentioned during that kind of early on, you said now that Optic's heating up, Envy doesn't want to play that fast-paced game. I actually think they can. They can with Havoc compared to what they could with Aches. They can play a little more running gun. Black Ops 3,
saw it.
Hardpoint. They hung with them. That was awesome to watch, and a really, really good performance there by Havoc and TP being the lead subs. And I mean, I think that sub presence definitely sorely missed, and that was a close game.
I mean, as close as you can get. What, a 3-point game there down to the wire. Saw some big plays. You know, every time I feel like, you know, Teep and Havoc needed to go big in the hill and pick up kills. They did, and see Krim right here.
Except for the final one.
Right, so when Krim comes in and picks up these 2 kills, like, if Slasher's alive, he comes through the side door and finishes that off, because the one player doesn't have to go through the back and take out Formal, and right there, it was just that 1 kill. When Formal opens up the back, that's the game right there.
Krim had 4 big kills at Cage the one time, like 4 in a row to give them a lot of time. He had 4 in a row there in the final hard point in lab to close things out. I mean, even though he didn't get a kill with the camo, that camo pop and jump across is the only reason he stayed alive. Gets the